Our first question of the night. Oh, Sue has made it in here.
Hey, Susan.
Sue has been MIA for a couple of weeks. She claims she's been asleep and she didn't get the tag and she didn't know.
She didn't get the memo.
And all of that, but we will block her.
No,
if we need
no,
to.
we will not. She's a loyal guest.
We will block her ASS. But anyway, you didn't do your whole pleasantries and your greetings.
I did. I was, but then you start talking
about
baby.
I'm sorry.
But welcome back to another episode of Talks with Tone and Teena. I'm Tone. She's Teena. Make sure that you're always here I forgot what I was supposed to say, but make sure y'all always here every other Monday. I know it's Tuesday today, but we're normally every other Monday for the summer, and then when we gonna go back to every week, like October, first week of October.
After the fall. And I have something really cute coming up on September the 9th. Mm-hmm. If you want to come, please let me know. It's
really exclusive.
It's gonna be super cute and super fun, and outside of the box. Ray, I expect you to be there. Mm-hmm. If you want everybody's party and sing every 5 days a week, make sure you have that in your calendar, Ray.
And that's right up her alley.
Yeah, and bring your friends. Bring your +1, your little short homegirl that you always be with.
Hello?
What?
She might how you gonna say your little short homegirl?
It's the person that she be with all the time.
I know, but she might be of a particular height that she,
She don't like her height?
You never know.
Okay, she's really
It
short.
is what it is.
Yeah, so our first question of the night is, and please save that date. I'll have the link and all of that good stuff up shortly. And yeah, Tahir's catering the foods. Janet's catering the dessert.
You should get her to make those shrimp po' boys.
It's just gonna be a vibe. So
those
please, it's celebrating my birthday as well. Candace is already committed. So yeah, hi Candace.
Hey Candace.
So, our first question of the night is, what are some outdated traditions?
Sex before marriage, beating your kids.
I never beat my kids.
It was tradition to hand down the ass whoopings from generation to generation. We didn't stop that bullshit. Any slave mentality type of shit we ever had, by the time it got to our generation, that shit's gone.
Okay, so my things are okay.
We not yesing. That for me, all of those. Those not necessarily traditions though. Those are more. What would you call them? Like
old wives' tales, or just old wives' tales, or regular cultural cliches,
stigmas, all that type of thing. I would say that's
culture.
More than that than tradition.
I have to pay some bills, like I always see them say that on the shows.
Okay,
but anyway,
like it.
I just want to say.
Make us feel fancy.
Bacon, you said you want to go. I'm definitely going to send you an invite. Anthony Metz, who was at the tech reunion, that said he wanted to come on the show. He said, "What's up, homies?" Hi,
hey, Anthony.
And we have used one of Anthony's questions in the past, so he would like to be a guest on the show.
Oh,
okay. Yes. Oh, that's your granddaughter? I did not know, and I heard about other things that's coming down the pipeline. So, congrats on that, Bacon. I won't announce it if you don't.
Okay.
And then Sonny is in here.
Hey, Sonny.
Sonny says, shit, all my kids got their ass whooped. Miss Brown is in here.
Okay, the ass whooping I feel like is a, hey, Miss Brown. I feel like that's a tradition. That's passed down from generation to generation. But the rest of it is more, like you said, cultural things.
So,
what you think is outdated?
A tradition that I feel is outdated?
Yeah, like. That's a good question.
I feel like the whole thing is to each his own on everything. But you know how people be like, your kids are not your friends? And kids are to be seen and not heard. Kids cannot have their own thoughts and ideas and they dare not express them. I feel like that's outdated.
Yeah.
I hang with my kids. Always have, even when they was little. My son is allowed to express himself if he has a problem, especially that's something that him and his father was big on that. Like, if you got something to say to me, tell me how you're feeling. And,
that's one thing I've always hated.
Yeah, and his father and him are best friends. Mm-hmm. And even when his father get mad, Debbie will be like, well, you said that I could come to you and this, that, and third. And then
bust them out.
They'll patch it up and all of that. So
don't you hate when your kids make you eat your words?
So I think that's one thing, like kids, I I mean, yeah, your kids should respect you, and there is boundaries. Don't get me wrong. As a parent, you should always have boundaries, but I feel like you only get one life to live, and if I want to go to the club with my daughter, y'all know Sue parties with us, and we going to party, and that's just that.
So what do you think is a negative tradition that's outdated?
A negative?
Like, it's fucked us up because it's now outdated.
You mean we don't do it anymore, and it's been a detriment to our culture as Black people?
Yeah.
I think like maybe I want to say I feel like we stuck together. You know, I'm big on that. And I know like back in the day, hey, if you was trying to get on your feet and I lived up north, I would bring you up. Even if I didn't know you, you know, we do know people crazy now, so you really can't do that. Mm-hmm. But it was somebody that knew somebody. You would bring them up here, let them stay at your house for a year till they got their little cleaning job.
That's their little cleaning job.
Try to save up and go to college, whatever they wanted to do. But now everybody is out for themselves. Everybody is oh, I can only be around me and I can only help me. And I feel like that took us down because after slavery, y'all know I be talking about history. After slavery, we relied on each other heavily, and that's how we got to where we were. People going to historically black colleges getting founded because we couldn't go to white institutions and stuff like that. So, hey, people would put together to pay people's tuition, to pay people's rent, to do things
whole
like that.
Whole neighborhood would send a child to college.
Yes, now it's, okay, it's a grabber. Everything is just about me. And if I'm flossing and I'm looking good, the hell with you. And everybody got to dangle a carrot in everybody's face to make them feel like I got it. Oh, well.
Yeah.
And always trying to make it seem like one person is better than the other. And just let me add, everybody is just literally one situation, a health scare, a job crisis, a recession. Everybody is one step away from all being in the same boat of people that you look down on. So
no matter how far you start.
Be careful about that. Always humble yourself. And Ryan is in here.
What's up, Ryan?
Fat Nat Turner. Ryan has beef with both of us, but he particularly got beef with you, Tone.
Why?
He said you're a bully.
What I do?
And
Ryan.
And yeah.
That's a lie.
Anywho.
Who I bully?
He said you'd be a bully on the show.
That's a lie.
Okay,
this bitch can't even get bullied.
Who?
You.
He said you bully. I guess, like, I don't know.
The guest?
I don't know. This is what he told
Ryan,
me.
explain yourself, baby boy.
Okay, I'm sorry. Anthony said respecting your elders. Anthony, that is a very big one.
That's a great negative one.
That's a great one. When I see a lady that's visibly 100, I mean, looking like Mother Jefferson off the Jeffersons, and a 12-year-old is cussing right in front of her, like, please, like, come on, have some respect. I don't even curse in front of older people. You know, if I'm at work and one of my coworkers, she's probably like 60 something. I'm about to be 49 in a couple of weeks. But I'd be like, oh, my bad, Miss Blackwell. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like, you know, still have some type of respect.
That is a great negative one that we don't have. Well, that's a positive one. We should have respected. We still have respect, but we don't anymore.
Okay.
And I heard the subways was just as bad.
The subway, Metro?
Yeah, she 100, but the 12-year-old sitting in the chair.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he stretched the fuck out. And
every aspect of respecting your elders.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
You used to get up from your seat for women, pregnant women, and older people. Now, you stand there and let them fall down with their... Like, what has happened? Like, seriously. That's just disgusting. Yeah. Like, seriously.
That's terrible.
And Will has entered.
We know you weren't gonna miss it, Mr. Proctor. How you doing, babe? Let's keep it civil tonight, okay?
Tracy has entered.
Hey, Brownie.
And Tracy's birthday was Friday.
Happy birthday to Tracy.
We went out and we had a great time. We had a blast and we kicked it. So happy birthday again, Tracy.
For old time's sake, baby.
And that's that. So traditions that are no longer in practice. I'm not going to waste it. So Anthony said respecting our elders. I said us coming together as a community. Y'all know I'm big on that. Tone said what, whoopings and stuff?
Yeah. I feel like discipline. is a tradition.
We only switched it up again because I had to work last night, Tracy, so we couldn't do it. I mean, we could have did it up my job, but hey, if it's gunshots and stuff, we got to get down to. So we just waited till today. I work up North Capitol. I work up North Capitol Street. Get down or lay down. So yeah. Will say, did y'all get to the questions about hoes yet?
No, not
Will,
yet.
did you see that? You saw that in our story where we gonna talk about whore culture? And Will.
Oh my God.
Yes, that's in there.
I can't wait for that.
So
Will, stay tuned. How you knew it was gonna be about hoes? You actually read the docket, the Will. I'm impressed.
Okay, so the next question is whore culture. Has whore culture become mainstream? Mm-hmm. Meaning things that used to be taboo, like strippers, the strip club, prostitution, sex workers, all of those kinds of things that used to be very much taboo and very much secret. Has that become mainstream? And if you feel like it has, what do you feel like has made it become mainstream?
I know some men ain't gonna like my answer. Some women might not like my answer.
Thanks, Space.
So the answer to that question is yes, it has become mainstream.
Whore culture has become mainstream.
Yes, and number two, not everything, but a lot of the stuff I see no problems with. Women dressing provocatively, women being overly sexual, men being whoever they want to be sexually.
Pagan and shit.
Listen, whatever floats your boat. People are more free now with the whore era. Now the downside to that is you got 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds that's trying to mimic the shit. And they're
5-year-olds, 8-year-olds.
They're online, and it's not like back in the day where your mother could come turn off the TV and you on Channel 5. Most people online on their phones. They could be sitting in the back of the car. You don't know what the fuck they looking at. So as much as you try with parental whatever, they're going to let them get on Instagram. And the shade room might come down and you see somebody twerking or whatever. So it's literally in everybody's face. And everybody don't want it to be. But the liberation of it all, I have no problem with it. I love it all.
Okay, Tracy said yes, whore culture has become mainstream. Sue said yes, it has. Tracy said that it's tired and played out. Sonny said the music plays a great big part in that.
I think so, yes.
Sue said social media plays a great part. Tracy said definitely. Out now from Smoke. Oh, Smoke said yes, it's the internet.
What's up, Smoke? I was wondering where you was at, nigga.
He was on here first. I didn't spoke to him.
I didn't hear you say Smoke.
Yeah, Smoke was on here.
Man.
Smoke was the very first person on here.
Well, welcome.
Lauren is on here. Lauren said, hey, ladies. Tracy said, I think everything needs discretion. The consequences for this shit in the future is gonna be bad. When Sonny said music, you know,
music does play a major part.
But when I listen to music, especially when I listen to music around Sue, she was like, she can't believe how much I put today's music down when she hears me listening to what I listen
like
to.
Like NWA and shit.
And when I'm listening
That's
to
true.
NWA,
that's true.
The world's biggest don't bite it. And when I'm listening to Akinelli, Put It In Your Mouth, and when I'm listening to Little Kim and all of that, Sue says that music is horrible. And you hear what they got to listen to today. So Sonny, so what do you think about the music that we had compared to the music now?
Here's the difference. We had maybe 20 artists that was talking like that, giving it up like that. Literally anybody these days can be a celebrity. If you turn on your camera right now and spit some shit that can go viral on Shade Room,
I got hot fire.
Yeah, you're now a celebrity. So if you twerking, if you got some little ass shorts on up your ass, saying something dumb, the itty bitty committee or whatever, anything.
I got that Hello Kitty.
Right, anything that's catchy, it'll go viral, and now you're a celebrity. So it's not like we had to wait for Lil' Kim to come out with her shit, NWA to come out with their shit. You literally just turn on your phone and it's somebody doing something.
Uncle Luke.
Yeah. Uncle Luke was censored. We saw the ass shakers in the video, but again, your mother could come in and turn the TV off.
Will said, Irma said, hey, Tone.
Will, did you see that on my TikTok? Oh my God.
Tracy said, I think it's everything, not just internet and music. It's really TV too, and TV shows. It's embedded in everything. Sonny said, but our music had a variety, and all of them sound the same and saying the same thing today.
That's true.
And Tina said, ain't no difference, LOL, in the music.
From then and now?
Tracy said the difference is...
The only difference is the quantity. That's it for me. I agree.
Tracy said the difference is our artists were multi-dimensional. They didn't rap about one thing. Same as what Sonny's saying. These
I agree with that, Tracy.
Are one-dimensional with no real talent.
I agree with that. Because Tupac can go from respecting the bitch to y'all some bitch ass hoes, or y'all, you know what I'm saying, total disrespect. They did have different dimensions. They did have different things to talk about. It was how they was feeling this day. It doesn't matter. It seems like to me nowadays, it don't matter what these kids is going through. It's whatever the formula is. I gotta rap about the formula. The women gotta rap about getting these niggas money, not spending their own money, having their own bag. That's what the formula is right now. But we had the same argument when Jay-Z and them was high. Being on a yacht, popping champagne,
big willies, and
selling drugs, the most drugs you can sell. All of that shit was the formula back then. It's just a different formula.
Okay, Lauren said y'all have to understand music is spell work. Your music, lyrics, words have power. It can speak life, death, poverty over yourself. You have to be careful. Sue said y'all listen to every single artist because there are plenty of artists that sing rap about other stuff.
No, and I love a lot of them that don't.
So that's what's more so mainstream, but everyone doesn't talk about the same stuff.
And Sue, I do love a lot of the rappers that don't rap about this. Now I do love Lil Baby and Lil Durk. Lil Durk's one of my faves.
Lil Baby is my guilty pleasure.
Lil Durk is one of my faves. ESTG,
talk about getting a broad
all of them
done and spending a bag on a Rich and Millie when I listen to Lil Baby.
Money Bag.
I don't be knowing half
Money
that
Bag
stuff
is my top one. Like I love them all. But like I said, I think it's more. We had more control back then. I think that's the only difference.
Whore culture is mainstream, but let's also speak let's also speak on Sukihana and people like that.
Do you think Sukihana goes too far?
I definitely think Sukihana goes too far.
Okay.
How
do you feel about what she did in
I didn't think that was very disrespectful. It wasn't cute. It wasn't funny. Okay, I know we had Vanity. That was our sexy. We had Vanity walking around. They was wearing teddies and heels.
And they still use innuendo.
Yeah.
Like Suki come out and say, "I'm going to eat ass." Vanity gonna say, "I want to play with your sweet part," or something. You know what I'm saying? We had innuendo.
Sugar walls.
They ain't had that shit. They don't got that shit down.
Yeah. And Suki, when she went over to where was she at? The Buckingham Palace or somewhere like that, and she went up to those people. I don't care if the people was white. I don't care if they was black. I don't care who they was. That wasn't cute or funny.
I think she did it for shock value, and again, it's a place and time for everything.
It wasn't cute or funny for her to go up to those.
It wasn't. And I'm normally here. I'm normally here for Suki's antics, but that embarrassed me for her. You know what I'm saying? Like
Smoke says she messy.
She is.
Candace said sex sells, unfortunately. I love how liberated women have become, but there's got to be a limit. Sometimes it can be too much for me.
But sex has always sold.
Tracy said also along with whore culture is shop culture. It goes hand in hand, trying to stay in the blogs. And that takes us, if y'all got something to say, that takes us to our next question. Is attention and validation addictive? Do y'all feel like getting attention and getting validation addictive? Can you get addicted to that? Validation,
maybe. I'm not sure, but attention, most definitely, 100%. Envy, attention, people, gratitude, like any of those positive emotions can be addictive, especially attention. And people really like when they get paid. Just like the it bitch in a small town. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? She the shit. She's used to people treating her a certain way. She's used to having a free walk in life. And then she moves to like a big city like LA. And nobody's opening doors for her. Nobody's doing shit for her. That has really caused people to have major depression or maybe, wanting to feel like they wasn't shit no more because of that. And they crave it, so they're going to go and do more and more shit to get somebody's attention. And most times it be negative. That's how we get into this overly sexual shit. You know what I'm saying? I think it's definitely addictive, and it's definitely what's driving the culture these days.
Sue said, yes, it's addictive. Candace said, absolutely it's addictive. Smoke said yes for some people, but not for him. He's laid back.
I know that's what Smoke.
Tracy said people live for it daily. They run to the internet for everything. It's extremely weird and sad.
Yeah.
Tina said attention is addictive. That's why I have to log out for a few months here and there. You know, some people have become quote unquote famous off of the internet, even locally here. Like, you know, you might not know who this person is, but on Facebook they're a person or they're a character or they're this or they're that. It could be somebody that sells oils. It could be somebody that posts food recipes. It could be somebody that's officer friendly. It could be a crossing guard. It could be somebody from any walk of life, but they have created that
TikTok
niche.
famous.
Yeah, they have created that niche, and then that's what they crave. Hey, if you're a crossing guard, and hey, every morning you might get on and show the kids or show whatever, and people are giving you, like you said, adoration, and that's fueling you or whatever. It's not always about looking sexy. It's plenty levels to attention.
And it's not always negative.
Yeah, and it's not always negative either. And for some people, that's really all they have. The internet and that phone.
That's sad, though.
You know, if they don't have children, if they don't have
a life outside of social media.
Yeah, then that becomes their life, and that becomes who they... We talked about that. They come on social media to address everything, to every part of their life is on social media.
They posting every 5 minutes about dumb
like
shit.
You said, it's everybody's page is their own TV show.
It is.
Everybody's page.
It's their own personal show.
And it is, in my opinion, and in my own personal experience, it is addictive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It can become very much like, you know, addictive or whatever, but you have to be cognizant, like Tina said, and you have to take a conscious effort to fall back or whatever.
You know why I don't feel like I've ever got addicted to it or even paid it any attention?
That's why I can't post thirst traps no more. Anyway, go ahead, baby.
I mean, yeah, there's that. But I don't think I've ever paid it any attention because I don't necessarily like attention.
I gotta wear muumuus and cross my
all
legs.
Types of bullshit like that.
Yes.
Skirts below the knee.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, how long that's gonna last?
Okay, Smoke.
20 more minutes.
Smoke said preach Tone.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck
Candace
about
said
the
we all post for likes and comments regardless how folks...
That's true. Now, when I do post something, bitch, you better like it.
And that's another thing, Candace. Just like I said, okay, people get mad. I don't want to call it mad, and sometimes I do feel like it's a little bit of envy in there. But people feel a way when a woman posts whatever they consider sexy. Oh, she doing too much, or oh, she need to sit down, or whatever the case may be. But just like Candace said, hey, if you on your bicycle when you riding down by the monument and you want people to know you did 5 miles, you're posting for that same type of attention. It's just in a different way.
Yeah.
If you post your swimming pool and you want people to know you got a pool at your house, you're posting for that same exact pleasure, whatever that gives you. The same way. But,
I agree.
But people just have a problem when women dress sexy, and then people have a problem when men floss. When anybody floss, people start hating.
Men, definitely, 100%. I feel like women have to pretend to be nonchalant about the shit, or their view to
Dopamine, right, Stacey?
For sure.
We literally talked about that the other day. Dopamine.
But that dopamine's a motherfucker too.
The part of your brain that
people
seeks
chase,
pleasure.
and people chase that pleasure-seeking thing,
It will.
overly chase it, so it gets bad. I'm an Aries.
I feel like everybody, Tracy, Tone, have posted and has taken a specific post to post for attention. You know what I'm saying?
I do it every time I post.
Yeah, so
I'm trying to draw attention to my business. I'm trying to look good so somebody else can be like, okay, I want that and I want to order that. I'm definitely looking for attention anytime I post.
yeah, people, you know.
And like I said, I don't feel like that it's always a bad thing either.
And Tracy said that's the new thing, internet fame, that I said people are famous just by their page now.
Yep.
Sue said my screen time was down 19% last week. Great. Because you probably was on there playing Sims, which is the same thing.
How do y'all know these things?
It's help. My phone tells me every Sunday. Candace said go to your settings, Tone. And that question brings us into our next question. Well, it's really men hating on other men, or men envious of other men.
Child, I didn't even know that was a motherfucking
Stacey
thing.
said yes, Fringe.
Oh, I try, girl.
Okay, I came up with this one because I feel like a lot of times, like you might not know a guy, but a guy knows him or might see that you know him or whatever, and immediately the only thing they have to say about the other person is negative or salty or envy or whatever. Like, you know, they ain't all of that, or they ain't really got it like that, or yeah, he a Bama, or yeah, I know him because he used to mess with so and so and he this and that. Like, why do men do that so much? And it's always a lot of times to another woman to, like, I guess.
Okay. I never knew that ever happened until I actually heard it. You know, vaguely, one guy just up. It was a rack of women around.
So you think he was showing off?
I don't know whether he was showing off or whether I honestly don't know what the fuck made you bring this nigga up. Mm-hmm. You a nigga bringing another nigga up. I ain't get it. He just out the blue was like, you know, John. Yeah, I don't like him. He do too much. He always posting online. He always taking pictures. This is what this nigga said. He always taking pictures. I just don't like him. And somebody was like, well, what's wrong? Nah, he cool. What's up? Nah, he just do too much.
I mean, he hating.
Sir, you a man. What man give a fuck about what another man posts? Like, that shit was crazy to me. And apparently this happens a lot.
It happens a lot. Stacy said some of these ninjas are bitches too. Terrence said that's for them goofball dudes. Tracy Brant said men been hating and pillow talking since I can remember.
Pillow talking, yeah, Tracy, but a man just randomly bringing another nigga up to say he don't like him and had no reason why.
Candace said insecure dudes that don't want you to be attracted to the other guy. Candace,
I'm
sorry, that was Stacy that said that.
I seen that, Stacy.
Dudes talk more than women. They can deny it all they want, but they are messy as fuck. Like very, very messy. And
but I don't know what woman would look at that as like a bitch ass thing. I just looked at him in a whole nother light. Like,
Bacon said, I hate chatty men. It hurts. It burns my soul.
Messy.
Chatty patties, as Damon Dash called them.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, but I do think that, first of all, sometimes if you feel like the guy has more than what you have, you feel envious. Maybe his car, his house, or whatever you feel. You just automatically say something negative. That's a direct sign of being a hater. And I don't even use that word. I don't go around saying they a hater. Yeah. But that's hating.
But that and insecure as fuck. That man wasn't even there. The man he was talking about wasn't even there.
Tracy said, I remember hearing dudes say these things posted up on the block, in the arcade, in the barbershop, etc. Back in our youth, I remember these conversations. So Tracy, are you saying that's where men talked and kept things? But now men want to be on three-way. They want to screenshot.
Bitch, you better not be on three-way talking about other niggas.
They want to record you behind your back like the girls do. You know, they want to do all of that. They real.
Bitch, you better not be on the three-way with your motherfucking legs kicked up, laying across the bed.
No.
That's what that sound like. You might as well do that.
One day on TikTok, this lady, she was like, her husband's so nosy and he always in her business. So she was like, watch this. She wasn't on the phone talking to nobody, and she just kept saying, what? You lying. Like, I know you lying. He kept waving his hand saying, what? What's she saying or whatever? Because she said whoever she was talking to. He was filling his home saying, what's she saying? She was ignoring him the whole time saying, girl, please tell me. I know. Why
the fuck would he want to know?
No, why did he run in the room and get the AirPods? And was like, put one in your ear and let me put the other one in my ear.
No!
That's how, she was like, this how nosy my husband is.
I couldn't. You a woman.
And it was a joke, but he was really doing a lot.
No, bitch, you one of the girls. You one of the motherfucking girls.
They said these dudes men talk about usually get more women, so they have to bring them down. Tracy said no, they will talk shit about other men. Oh, okay, or clown a dude.
That's what I'm talking about, other men.
Or clown a dude if he wasn't up to par to them. Raphael said, I'm nosy. Raphael, you one of them? And then
you want the extra AirPod, Raphael?
Yo, whenever I send something to Tess, I be like, delete this part before Raphael see it. It don't be nothing like that. But if I send Tess a picture of me or something, I be like, delete this, because I feel like Tess and Raphael,
they share a phone.
They don't share a phone, but I feel like Raphael read Tess text, so I really don't care. And if your husband or your boyfriend is not the the type that when he gets mad at you, he spill all your business and tea. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Because that's what, you know, some couples do that.
Yeah.
So I don't mind. I know Raphael's not like that, so I don't care if he knows all the tea.
Right.
But if you got a man that's, as soon as he beef with you, he call and tell your business and all your friend business, don't let that bitch see nothing I send. I don't even send you shit.
Or a man that don't even need to be beefing. They automatically telling your tea. Because they one of the girls. Bitch, I'm not telling you shit.
Oh, Raphael said he ain't that nosy. No, negative. He said negative. He don't retest texts. And
you don't.
And Raphael said he also hold his water.
Oh yeah, you do.
Stacy said, I feel like men have made it seem like these are characteristics of women when it's really them. I feel like that's true too. Cause
I had never heard nothing like that until that day. I don't consider men. I basically judge men off what my bae do because I see him every day and be around him every day. So that I would know he would never be calling no nigga.
No, they don't really
like no other nigga. Like,
contrary to what you believe,
that's
Smoke,
weird.
It is some couples that share a phone. They don't. I was joking. Tone and me was joking. Tess and Raphael don't share phone, but there are some couples that they do share everything. And subsequently, he posted his, I don't know if they're married, but I know it's his longtime girlfriend / mother of his children. And she was plus size. And she wasn't the stereotypical athlete, rapper, baller's girlfriend aesthetic, if you will. And when he posted her, everybody in the comments had jokes and had this, that, and the third. So we wanted to speak on this. So you can go ahead, Tony.
Okay, so I feel like that speaks more of our culture than it does to Terrence Crawford or his baby mother. That girl is the standard size woman. She's not even plus size.
No, she's very cute.
Yeah, she's a beautiful woman. She looks to be like a size 14. Maybe she might be a 16 after she had them churned, but she looks to be an average size, which is the average size for the American woman. But I say it speaks more to us because when you automatically in your mind, when you see Terrence Crawford, you automatically assume that he has to have a bitch with surgery up and down her body. She has to have the BBL. She has to have the snatch waist, Chanel hanging off her arm. She has to have the long 30-inch wig. This is what every single woman thinks that every celebrity wants.
Man and woman.
Right. So when you see a regular woman, you are appalled.
Yeah.
How dare you date this nigga, this bitch? You could get so much better than her. And this the bumping part. This bitch been with him since high school. You can't get no better than her.
She bore 6 children.
6 of his kids.
She bore 6 kids.
What bitch out in the street with a badass body can compare to that? But we as a culture are so brainwashed and conditioned to believe that you're not shit unless you have these things.
I think first of all,
it was crazy.
I think first of all, what has happened on social media, we are now conditioned to every time an image comes down, we gotta say something negative about it.
Yeah.
Everything's not a joke. Everything's not funny. Hey, we all love to joke and all of this and that, but everything's not a joke and everything's not funny and everything does not warrant a negative comment or a conversation piece about it.
I agree.
So I feel like as soon as somebody, people wake up in the morning just to be negative. Soon as you get on the neighborhood talk, soon as you get on the shade room, they're gonna find something to pick apart on a person every day. And I feel like that's what they did on her, because I'm quite sure half of the people talking, if they turned the camera around on them,
bitch,
they didn't look as good as her. Some of them were bigger than her, and they all were broker than her.
She was cute.
Yeah.
She was dressed nice. She had all her shit on. That bitch was on the red carpet doing it. The only thing was she was not your standard size 6.
And why would we get mad if that's what he liked?
Right.
Even if she was...
That's the bump in this part.
Even if she was Precious. Even if she was Gabri Sidibe. If that's who that man liked...
And he was giving, this my bitch. This her.
Yes, Michelle. Hi, Michelle, the photographer.
Hey, Michelle.
Yes, she is cute, Michelle. She said she just looked her up. And people do that as well.
Wait, what?
people basically don't you know how you was like, I think it was like last week or the week before, where you was like, some people might not comment until they read all the other comments to see how the flow of the comments are going, and then that's how you'll base your comment. You're gonna chime in, you're gonna follow the leader, and you're gonna start being negative if everybody else is already doing that.
If it's negative, you're gonna follow the leader.
Stacey said, and why do people even care who someone else chooses? You're having sex with her? No.
Stacey, that's a bumper question,
Christelle
girl.
has made it in. Christelle said, hey.
Hey, Christelle.
Tracy said, but honestly, people don't like happiness. Look how much they hate on Sierra and Russell Wilson. Smoke said, we're fucked up as a people. Stacey said, again,
they be hating on Sierra and Russell Wilson?
Everybody. Yeah.
What?
Facts. She's an advertised woman. People love to hate on happiness, and a lot of the athletic men like bigger women.
But that's the thing.
She wasn't even plus and very.
She's not plus. She's like I said, she's about a 14.
Tina said she's not even big.
The shit is crazy.
She is advertised. Candace said, I saw more women being rude than men. The way women,
it was the women
take each other down is sickening.
When I went on the shade room and I seen some of the comments, it was the women that was going there. The men didn't really have too much to say. It was the women that was bashing the fuck out this lady.
Daryl said, hey ladies.
Hey Daryl.
And I'm sure half of those women were bigger than her, and they was talking about her
and
size.
A mess. And a motherfucking mess.
Yeah.
So yeah, girl, bring your plus size ass right on the red carpet and all your shit, girl.
But it was another.
Because you were doing.
I don't know if you saw this other guy. I don't know if he was an actor or athlete, a white guy, and his girlfriend was like, she probably was like a size 20, and then they tried to go on her, like, you know.
I see
and
that.
he had to come and address it, like, I'm in love with her. I married her. This is who I like.
Right.
You know, I look at her every day or whatever. They was trying to tell him that he ain't really like her. Then they couldn't say that he was using her because he had the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know that's what the first thing they go to.
Yeah.
If the guy is quote unquote a hunk and the girl is plus size, they automatically say he's using her. But he was the star. He was the shit.
Let me just tell y'all, as a plus size woman, there's more niggas that like big bitches than you think. I'm gonna just say that.
And moving along to the next question. Should your husband or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend or girlfriend or girlfriend or boyfriend or boyfriend, there's so much going on now, should they have to approve of a drastic change to your appearance?
That's y'all hard.
Michelle, I'm surprised that you talking like this, saying the big girls take the D better.
And do.
You know, I look at Michelle as like a nice little angel and saint.
Okay, but she know that.
She married and got a baby, so she ain't that much of a little angel.
Okay.
But go ahead, Tone.
Approve? No. Should their feeling about what you're doing should be taken into consideration? Yes. Because as men are visual. So, like, okay, let's say...
Who is Derek Raphael?
Who's Derek?
He's just said Derek used the hell out of old girl, but I don't know who he's talking
about. Derek and Monique.
Oh, hell yeah.
They broke up, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Monique that was a whole, I don't even want to talk about it.
Monique
when I just see the visual, Monique sitting up there with that seatbelt on and him sitting up there looking like he in a little car seat. I ain't even gonna do it tonight. Go ahead, Tom.
Not the car seat, bitch.
Okay.
Monique was a lot of woman.
Bacon said, what's considered drastic? Okay, Bacon, your man likes you with long hair. You have real long hair growing out of your scalp. Hey, you want to go get a low cut, shorter than a pixie, like a boy cut. That's drastic.
I was going to say, your man like plus size women, and you decided to lose 50 pounds, which is going to make you a lot smaller than you were. Yeah, his feelings are considered, but at the end of the day, it's my choice. For even with the haircut, at the end of the day, it's my choice. Now, a haircut, I think it depends on what it is too. A haircut, if I wanted to get a pixie cut real bad and he's dead set against it, most likely I wouldn't get it. But if I wanted to lose 50 pounds, then bitch, I'm going to lose it. You know what I'm saying? But that's a risk that I'm going to take because he might not be attracted to me anymore. So that's a big thing. So I think it should definitely be considered, but I think every individual, male or woman, should make their own choice at the end of the day.
Okay, Bacon, you say it's your hair and no, but like realistically, we have to work together as a couple.
If Bay say no, I ain't cutting mine.
So
I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, and I know Bacon is a strong personality in relationships. And I know I have been also. So
Have been?
Yeah, I'm not anymore.
Oh, okay,
I'm a sucker
girl.
now.
All right.
But
I love it.
I feel like as we get older, we gotta pick and choose our battles.
Agreed.
We gotta read the room. So yeah, we know that it's your hair.
I agree with that.
But I think that it's worth a compromise. You know
so
what I'm
what
saying?
would be a compromise? You want a pixie? He say nah.
Or he say nah, I ain't doing it.
So you would get a ball?
No. First of all, if I can't get what I want, I'm not gonna.
Then fuck it.
I don't want a Marsha Brady when I wanted a fucking Madonna or something. Those just like two different things. You know what I'm saying? So, if I really felt strongly about it, I would argue on my points.
What about the weight loss
But if it was
thing?
something that I felt like it's not that serious, I would just listen.
What if you was big and you wanted to lose weight? Would you not lose weight because he wanted you to?
No, I think
didn't want you?
I think I would lose weight. I might not go drastic because I feel like if you lose too much weight, you can give off a different look than your original
You
look.
look like a whole other
especially
person.
if you were bigger. You know, you can look, gaunt.
So if you wanted to
Like-
look like, if you wanted to lose like 60, 70 pounds and he don't want you to lose no weight.
I'm gonna eat that cornbread. I'm gonna eat
So
that.
you ain't gonna lose no pounds.
I'm gonna eat. Wait, Sue's trying to go on me. Wait a minute.
What?
I just see Bacon saying that part, Sue. Sue said, I do what I want, but that's probably why I ain't got no man.
Okay, so that's probably
Bacon
why
said
you
that
don't
part,
have.
Sue.
Okay, that is probably why you don't have a